Alright, we got this Deus 2 back out here. And we'll be talking a little bit more about it here because there may be some people that are interested in a Deus 1. They still sell those machines. ORXs and the Deus 2. That's a US nickel right there. If I sweep that from about 6 inches above, for all practical purposes, comparing it to multi-frequency on this machine, it reads the same. There's fast program. Okay. Reads the same, but remember this is an air test. And when you're doing on top of the ground test with the Deus 2, you got to be careful because you can be misled. As a tester, you could even put out some bad data. Okay. So we're going to go back here to this field, do a little experiment to show you. Alright, we got this Deus 2 back out here still, boys, and I've changed targets in my little box here. Okay, I've got a nickel in there in this same nail. The wind is coming up on me out here, but I'm going to sweep this thing in the Deus mono at 17 kilohertz 5 tones. You don't hear any high tone. A lot of 30s reading on that nickel there with that nail, okay? Now, I'm going to move back to the fast program in 5 tones and let you hear this. You hear higher tone, you're seeing 68, 70 in that meter, okay? Now, I'm showing this video for a reason here. Remember what this nickel sounded like in red in mono program. Air test from about 3 inches above. We're going to bury this thing here now. You see that little thing I built down there, all that ammunition box? It's down there, boys. I don't have my ruler back here. I'm going to guesstimate it's 8 inches deep, okay? Alright, we've got this machine in the phase program. And we're going to just probably keep these things on reactivity 2. Let me check this mono program out here. We'll listen to this mono program in 2. Now that nickel and that nail are in that box down there. We're just going to sweep from this direction here I'm in, okay? No notch in this machine. 5 tone. Boy, that sounds good, don't it? Oh, I got a 91 in the meter. How about that? 92, 96. You see that? That sounds whopping, don't it? Now, you're not going to see this in the Deus 1 manual. You're not even going to see what you're seeing I'm showing here in the Deus 1 manual. I'm going to toggle over here to the fast program. I'm going to double check. Okay, we're at speed. Same speed as we are in the mono program. Now listen, 5 tones. The pitch is not as high. Oh, look at that ID, boys. That ID 72, 73. All right. Now I'm going somewhere more with this video here, okay? So that's the fast program. This is the mono program. So somebody looking at this video, you know, thus far would say, well, that mono program's kicking booty. It's running right there, right neck and neck with that multi-frequency. There's only one problem. See the ID? See that ID in that window right there? So, if a person didn't know any better, now what I'm going to do is I'm going in here. I'm still in the mono program. I'm going in here and I'm going to put me some notch in here. So now I'm in this modern trash side and I'm going to be hunting around, okay? Let's put 80 notch in this machine right now. That's what I'm doing. 80 notch, 6.1 DS. Listen. So I'm getting signal. But that ain't no high conductor down there, is it? Now I'm back over here in the fast program. No notch. Okay, 74 in the window. Now I'm going down here and I'm going to put me 0 to 80 notch in this machine. That's in progress as we speak. You see it there, 0 to 80 knots. Let's see what we get in the old fast program. Look at there. Don't get anything, do you? See, that Deus 1 and this Deus Mono, the way it works for ID, also goes for challenge targets. That nickel is challenged by that nail down there, folks, but some people doing videos, you know, they may say, well, 13 kilohertz to 17 kilohertz looks every bit as good as the multi-frequency on this machine. So I'm out here running around in fast program with an 80 notch and I come across that. Now that nickel reads similar, you know, to a pull ring, which is considered a junk target. Well, if I'm over here in a mono program, I don't know what that is. I'm getting a 95 in a meter with tone coming over at 80 knots. So what am I doing? Now, there's going to be high conductors out there, standalones, that comes over 80 knots shallower. So, if I zoom that nickel right there and take that nail out of that box and bury that nickel at 9 inches with this machine right here, you're going to see basically the same thing you see in this video I've done showed. So yeah, Deus Mono at 13, 15, 17, maybe 25 kilohertz. It'll bust that nickel wide open, boys, at 10 inches deep with this 11-inch coil in this ground right here. But it's going to give you a 90-something probably in the window. So running notch, you know, your SOL, you're going to have to dig that mess. Now, to be fair here, and I've done this, okay? If you hit that target down there, and it's giving a 90-something in the meter, and it's a weaker sounding signal, you could take Deus Mono or a Deus 1. You can look at that target at 4 kilohertz. Well, if the signal got weaker or disappeared, that would maybe suggest not higher conductor. And there's been some people that's done this. But again, what I'm showing here in this video shows you the power of the multi-frequency over the mono program and also the use of a Deus 1. Running the old original low frequency calls and the X35 call. Okay? And now I'm not running ORX, but I believe it acts very similar. And if I stand to be corrected, somebody can correct me. So yeah, masker deep targets, low conductors at 15 kilohertz on this machine. It'll pick them up deep. It'll give good strong signal, but you could be misled in a video like, oh boy, look at there. The only problem is you don't know what's down there conductivity. There's no clue. The machine's detected it. Now there are machines, and I'll disclose this, there are machines that actually single frequency that will ID a little deeper than a Deus 1 and this Deus 2 in mono program. But there are no single frequency machines out there, to my knowledge, that will ID as well as some of the multi-frequency machines out there. Swept over the same equally depth target and same mineralized soil, okay? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video.